Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know how confident you are as an editor, but like weird shit is just gonna come out of my mouth. I can't help it. It's who I am. I'm a Chicago boy, right? Born and raised. We are born with no filter.
None.
On top of that, I've been
cover a
drinking.
little bit of Chicago if we can today with the situation you guys got.
I don't know that we should talk about Chicago for too long, but we can. Where are you at? Are you in? Are you in LA? You're out there somewhere, right?
I'm in Jersey, bro.
What?
Yes, sir.
How are you in Jersey repping the Rams all over the place?
Hey, bro. I'm a Jersey boy. And like the first game I ever watched was the Rams. So I kind of like stuck with it. So this is back in like 98, 97, 98-ish, the greatest show on turf. So around that era, and it just happens they go to the Super Bowl against Tennessee that year. And I kind of just stuck with them, like, yeah, this is my team, cool, whatever. And then as I got older, I kind of just became loyal to the sport and loyal to the team. So it's like nowhere else to go.
It's good a reason as any, I guess. Big Torrey Holt fan, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
These are your boys.
Yes, sir.
Marshall.
And like there's guys that like I want to get on my show that are like playing in that pastime that are actually like reachable. Like they're not really doing much right now, and that'd be fucking awesome.
So I'll just say this. I think I tweeted this at you once, but your whole like beyond the whatever the fuck you call
Beyond the Game.
Beyond the Game series. I told the Cave of Excellence about it. That's what we call my wife, by the way, the Cave of Excellence. I told her about it, and she was like really intrigued. She wanted to watch some of the. She doesn't like football. She fucking hates that I'm in my basement right now recording this with you.
Yep, same.
And she's upstairs watching the kids. But
oh my god,
that she was excited about that. Yeah. So good on you.
Yeah, man, I'm really trying. Like, a lot of these guys are like busy and like I understand their schedule, like their lifestyle. So it's like right now they're taking the time to actually like spend the most time with their families. So like not many people are going to be able to have that 10 to 15 minutes with, somebody they don't know or owe anything to for a little YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Dude, fuck families right now. Okay. I've been inside my goddamn house for 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. I can't count anymore weeks with my fucking family. No. I'm good on that. I think everybody's good on that. Like, let's take
I think we had enough quality time.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, just get outside. Like, I live in Michigan right now, okay? So the last 5 days it snowed every day. We can't even fucking go outside.
Oh my God, dude. That is brutal.
But I'll say this. Today it was nice-ish. We went outside. We flew some kites, okay? So my kids got kites for Easter. I took these 2 fucking kites, both of them, fully extended, which is pretty fucking boss. And then I let go of one and I caught the handle with the string of the other one, and I was flying 2 kites high, double stacking that shit. That was the best thing that's happened to me in 2 months, dude. I need to get the fuck out of my house because I'm
doing random shit like that.
Dude, I about did a backflip in my front yard because I caught one kite with something's wrong with the world today, dude.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be that exciting.
That's exciting, actually, to hear. I want to see it.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, dude. It was kind of fucking badass.
Yeah, I got to see that. You got to record that. You got to do it again.
I got a picture. I'll share it. I will tweet the picture out. I'll tweet the picture out. My wife came running over to take a picture. It was an epic moment. The neighbors were walking by. They cheered out loud. I'm telling you, it was fit for a movie. Fuck.
Right. That's sick.
Should we talk about some fantasy football? Or I know you got a 7-minute cap on these things.
You got to introduce yourself to my channel because this is probably going to be going on to many other videos going.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Real Deal. Do you have a name for your fans?
I call them Thotties, but some of them hate it. But
wait, Thotty?
Yeah,
like with
that hole over there, Thotties.
What the fuck? Again, like I said earlier, I'm either too old, too white, or too Midwestern to understand half the shit that comes out of your mouth, dude. Thotties.
Let's call them followers today.
Hey, followers of Real Deal Fantasy, LQ fans out there. I'm Dweez Nuts. I'm drunk, always. And we're here to talk about fantasy football. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
I mean, shit, man. Not much. A little bit about what you do on your channel, like what you do with your content, your podcast. Like, where can they find it? Like, let's get that out of the way now.
Yeah, I'll advertise. I'll toot my horn for a little bit. As you see from the face in front of you, I am not fit for videos, so I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm podcast only right now. The name of my podcast is Your Football Fantasy. You find it anywhere. We've been doing it for 3.5 years, me and a couple of buddies of mine. We really just started this shit because, like, hey, let's sit in my basement, in the very professional studio.
There you go.
Talk about football, drink beers, take shots for a couple of hours every Friday night, and we started recording it, and it's kind of fun. I mean, there's people like us, not a ton. You've got more followers than I do, but I don't care. I also started. Yeah, fuck the followers, dude. I'm here for the beer, I'm here for the booze, and I'm here for the football talk.
Hell yeah.
Started writing recently. My stuff is all over the internet. I think right now I'm writing for a website called the Fantasy Stock Exchange. I don't fucking know.
Shout out to them boys.
Shout out to the boy. You and I are in a dynasty league that they started, I think, together.
Exactly.
We should talk some trades. I'd like to trade out of my pick, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. I think that's who I'm writing for right now. I don't know. Okay. There's a guy on Twitter. The guy on Twitter name is Lucas Kaser. I think it's at Kaser Lucas on Twitter, whatever it is.
Him and Tyler.
He tells me where to go, where to post my shit, and I do it. Like, I'm his bitch. I follow him wherever he tells me to go. So I think right now it's the Fantasy Exchange. Actually, I do know that we're getting ready in 6 days, the 26th, right after the draft, to put out a rookie draft guide, which is going to be pretty awesome. I've been busting my ass on this draft guide for the past couple of weeks. So worth checking that out. I don't know where it's going to be found yet. Ask somebody else, but it's going to be sweet.
It's going to be everywhere, man. I'm actually going to help them guys out because they helped me out in the beginning of starting up my brand. They were working under me, and they kind of branched out to start their own channel, which is dope. And I'm all for it. And I'm going to be helping them out with their draft guide after you guys drop the rookie draft guide.
Nice. You're a little bit mad, though, right, that they left and started their own thing?
No, that's the goal. I want everybody to get their own, little branch out to have their own network and setup.
It's just you and me here, bro. You don't want anybody else nobody wants anybody else to fucking succeed. Like, pay me, right? The more you out there,
so it's all good, bro.
Yeah, fuck other people. Fuck other people, man. Fuck them. Fuck my family. Fuck Lucas Kaser. Fuck everybody.
This is
fuck
good
all the potties out
right
there.
Here.
Let's just get drunk. Anyway, that's me. That's where I am. Dwee's fucking nuts, baby. Dwee's nuts. Go find me on Twitter. It's
legendary.
I'm fun.
You're going to legendary bracket right now.
I've been told that before. Yeah, once or twice.
Oh my
Usually
god.
In bed.
Let's talk some fantasy, man. Today we're talking some running back handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you start it off. I'm curious to who to see you got.
All right, before we get into this, so we agreed on this topic, and I went and I started I just started writing. I did like a stream of consciousness thing.
Yeah.
And basically I decided there's 4 type of handcuff owners out there. I'm gonna tell you which ones they are, and then I want to know which you ascribe to, right? First of all, there's the standalone values guy who you only draft a handcuff if you can start him in your flex.
Yep.
There are guys that handcuff every fucking running back that they draft, so they're handcuffing their own boys. There are I call these guys a handcuff, a hope, and a prayer. You draft other people's handcuffs and hope somebody gets hurt all year. You're wasting roster spots, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy. Well, I am too a little bit. We'll get there. And then there's a trade value, guys. There's always somebody in my leagues who drafts everybody else's handcuffs, and then before the draft is over, starts fucking emailing, texting about trades.
Yep.
And it never fucking works out, but they do it. So you're a handcuff, hope, and a prayer kind of guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm the evil genius that I'm 3 for 4 right now when that worked out in my favor.
Do you remember who they were?
So it was when Zeke was holding out. I was the guy to get Tony Pollard, obviously, but that was the one that I lost out on. So the first ever one I got, it was basically around the era with the narrative that with Gurley, his knee injury, all this other stuff. And then everybody was like, oh my God, dude, I need to get another running back. I don't know his name is. I don't watch much of the Rams games. Obviously, it's Malcolm Brown. But then, everybody's reaching on Henderson. Like the whole mainstream narrative was that. So everybody drafts Henderson. So week 2, I put this in a video with that, Henderson versus Malcolm Brown. Week 2, Malcolm Brown basically shit the bed, but week 1 against the Panthers, he put up 18 points, and I had him sitting on my bench. So I ended up getting him off of waivers. So I traded this kid, AP, because, whatever. AP is going to be a starter. Guys, he's going to get hurt. Ended up getting AP for Malcolm Brown. He shits the bed for the rest of the season.
Beautifully done. That is some mad genius kind of shit there. That's pretty good.
But it worked in my favor because I knew who the fuck Malcolm Brown was, people. So obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should sit around bragging that you knew who Malcolm Brown was. Like, that's not exactly next level shit. I mean, it's Malcolm Brown.
It's just that everybody listens to mainstream and then they just get lost in the sauce come draft day.
Yeah, you should play with better fantasy players. You try to pull that shit on me in this dynasty, I'm gonna fuck you up. Just saying.
Excellent.
Yeah, personally, I always try to be the standalone guy, right? Like if I'm taking handcuffs, I don't want to waste bench spots. I think standard protocol is try not to waste your bench spots, even if I take somebody early. Like if I take a Dalvin Cook, if I take somebody who's Leonard Fournette, somebody who might get hurt, I don't handcuff them. I'd rather have a standalone guy. I don't want to waste a bench spot. I don't play in. Typically, my benches are real shallow. I like a shallow bench league, just because it's more interesting. But
oh, really? It is, yeah.
But I always end up taking one of these hope and a prayer guys too, right? Because if you're rolling the dice, you're taking a lottery shot. You got to take your shots every now and then. It doesn't ever work out for me. I'm wildly unlucky. I come from Chicago. Shit doesn't work out for us in Chicago. Okay. But yeah, that's me. Those are the types. Hopefully you're not the hope and a prayer guy, listeners or watchers or viewers or whatever. Hopefully you're trying to find standalone value.
Of course.
I pray to God you're not I'm drafting people just to trade them. If you ever find yourself in a situation in a fantasy draft where you're picking somebody hoping to trade them, just quit. Just fucking quit. You suck. Like you're worth. That's not how you fucking play fantasy football.
That should not be on your mind draft day.
In fact, I'm going to take a shot for you people out there who are doing that shit. Cheers. I can't talk about fantasy football without taking at least one shot every 15 minutes. That's the rule.
I like it.
All right, so you want me to kick this off? I'll give you one. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about basically our top 3. If I understood correctly, our top 3 handcuffs, who we're targeting, who we've maybe got on our team. I had one of my top 3 you picked, so I had to eliminate that guy, but that's okay. I'll let you say it. So my replacement is going to be, and I don't know if this counts. This might be cheating, but it's Kareem Hunt. Is Kareem Hunt really a handcuff? I don't know. Obviously, Nick Chubb's a starter there, but Hunt gets enough work. So the first thing that I need to say, and I've said this a dozen times on my show, I'll say it everywhere anybody will let me talk on a microphone. Nick fucking Chubb is the worst goal line back we've ever seen. If you're alive and watching football today, you've never seen a starting running back worse from inside the 5-yard line. Okay, so there's 16 backs last season who had 9 attempts inside the 5 or more. Only one of those guys had a net of negative yards. That was Nick Chubb, negative 14 yards on his 12 carries inside the 5. He scored 2 touchdowns on 15. That ain't right. Yep, he scored 2 touchdowns on 15 attempts. God. That is the worst. That is the worst percentage success rate inside the 5 of any back with at least 7 carries inside the 5. Frank Gore had 0, and he had 7 carries, or 6 carries. So that's 30 backs that had the ball inside the 5 more than 7 times. And Chubb is the worst out of all of them.
God damn.
Interestingly enough, Kareem Hunt comes in, and it takes a few games for the coaching staff to figure out how bad Chubb is from close. Hunt was 2 for 2 inside the 10 scoring touchdowns, right? Like he is going to be the goal line back on this team if the coaching staff is worth the shit. And Freddie Kitchens is gone, so maybe they know what the fuck they're talking about now. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they can get it right. Maybe I had high hope in Kitchens with the last 7 games he had with Baker. Like everything was looking upward, but it's like when he actually got that title as, the guy that has the keys to the freaking house. Now he's the guy, he's the head coach now. It like just shit the bed like ASAP.
Well, they also bring in like Odell Beckham. That's not an easy guy to coach for a brand new coach. Look, they should have let Greg Williams take that job instead of
Greg
Kitchens.
Williams knows how to deal with divas, definitely.
He should have been the guy to get that head coaching job. But it's okay. The Browns went out and hired an experienced head coach, right? For this year, right? No. Another brand new head coach is what happened. So they're going to fucking suck again, okay? Last two things I want to say.
Like, who wants to coach in Cleveland anyway? Let's be honest. Like, it's a dead
mistake by the lake. Nobody wants to be in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a dead zone there.
They got a great casino.
Like, I don't think any player, coach, or owner wants to take over that team anytime soon.
Nope. 2 more things about the Hunt Chubb thing that I want to mention. While both guys were eligible on the field, the total touch count was 155 to 80 in favor of Chubb. So like 80 touches in however many games. That's not too bad for Hunt.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a handcuff, but if he is, I want him. 18 to 27 in target counts, though. Kareem Hunt led the target count while they were both eligible. So look, if you can get a quote unquote handcuff, who's right now going in the 6th round, so handcuff or not, that's where he's at. If you can get a guy who is the goal line back on his team and the pass catching back on his team, that's my handcuff. It's a standalone value guy.
Like it could be a 1A, 1B situation with them, and obviously Hunt will be the 1B he'll benefit with the touchdowns, and we all love TDs. I mean, but it's all in the works, man. Like I definitely am sold on Hunt being a solid handcuff. I can take him in the 6th or 7th round and be comfortable there because I already secured, my running back 1, running back 2, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. I'm set there. So like in those later rounds in 6th or 7th round, I'm comfortable taking Hunt, and I know he's going to get the touchdowns. Sure. I'm not going to depend on him to be getting 20 carries a game because obviously Chubb's there. But it's like he'll come in relevant when one of your main guys go down. I don't see me starting him, week 1, week 2 or whatever, unless he's making some noise where he's outplaying Chubb. Then okay, then yeah, and obviously the new coach knows what he's doing. He knows who to play, and I don't really see Chubb fading away too early. But eventually, we'll see who's the better back with Hunt as a full season.
Even if all Hunt's doing is catching the ball and then getting the ball in close, he's still touching the ball plenty. If you've got 2-3 flex spots, he's playing. Why wouldn't you play him? All right, who you got? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite handcuff this year?
Oh, my favorite handcuff.
Yeah,
let's get.
That's what we're doing here. Fuck.
My favorite handcuff will have to be Nyheim Hines. Now, hear me out with this. I got some burn when I mentioned this to a couple people, but Nyheim Hines is basically going in the later rounds where he's a late round flyer. Now, he has Rivers there. He benefited most with Rivers there going to the Colts for the simple fact that you got to understand with the offense now and you got a veteran there, they're going to try to change shit up. You agree?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so with him going there, now running backs under Rivers average at least 75 targets out the backfield, like running backs like Gordon, Eckler, Woodhead, Sproles. 75 targets. That's exactly where we need to have Hines relevant in PPR leagues. So with that being said, he saw 81 targets his rookie year, but that was only because Mack was injured. Now, Marlon Mack has an injury history, so some people are going to get Mack as their, RB3 flex or whatever the case may be. But I feel like Hines will benefit more once they get the ball rolling. This could be a Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler situation going on with Rivers there. Not exactly mirrored, but I can see Hines bringing some type of PPR relevancy, being a flex or RB3 if you're in those type of leagues where you could run 3 running backs. Yeah,
so a couple of interesting points here. I looked this up after you told me. You ever look at Sports Injury Predictor? Obviously, they do their best job to guess as to who's most likely to get injured based on injury history, what kind of injuries they've had. Of all the running backs in the league, Marlon Mack is the second highest risk of injury, according to these people. 62% chance he's going to miss at least 2 games. So, that's something you look for, obviously, there. My big concern here for Hines is this. When you take a handcuff back, yeah, he should have some standalone value as a receiving guy, but what you'd like to see is if Matt goes out, you want Hines to step in and be the guy. That's what handcuffs are for.
For sure. He showed some type of relevancy like week to week. Those back-to-back weeks, I think it was week 5 and week 6, he put up like 25 to 30 points. And that's because he was catching balls out of the backfield. He was getting the rushing yards. He actually had a goal line attempt where they basically ran it back because, holding or whatever the case may be, if only those points count, but they don't. But with that being said,
like 1/3 the points for something like that.
Yeah, like it should count for something. So it's like, with that being said, he actually stepped up to be the guy to show that he can have that perfect balance in rushing the ball and catching the ball at the backfield. Like it was only, a short few games that Mac missed, but it was just kind of like, whoa, this guy can actually play if our starting running back goes out.
Well, my concern is this, right? Near the end of the year, what was it, week like 12, 13, 14, something in there. There were 2 weeks late that Mac missed, and Jonathan Williams took the role. Jordan Wilkins even got a bump. Nyheim Hines got almost no bump in touches at all. That's my only concern there. I think he's got decent standalone value, but I don't know that. I don't think Jonathan Williams is even there anymore. I'm not sure about that, but I don't know that the coaching staff trusts him to take the load if Mac does go down again, which is the only real
workload for like a full, let's say like 4 to 5 weeks. I don't think they believe in that 100%, but you never know. If Rivers there, he can find the balance between the two. You know what I mean? Where we can, like I said, have that Gordon Eckler feel. Like Eckler wasn't getting a ton of rushing yards, but he was catching some, fantasy relevancy. Like if I'm going to handcuff a guy that's going to be like going into the situation, investing him to be my flex, I want 10 to 15 points a week. Now, if we can get that out of Hines, which, I think can happen, then I'm okay with that because I'm getting him in like the most later rounds. So it's not like I'm investing too high on Hines.
Sure. I like it.
I don't see him as 100%, bench warmer, you know what I mean? But he has some flexibility.
I saw people giving Hines a lot of shit when the Rivers trade first went down, saying like, he's not Eckler. Stop pretending he's Eckler. And this was my response to that. Yeah, he's probably not as physically talented. He's not as good as Eckler at the job. But what balances this out is that Melvin Gordon is a solid receiving back. So what Eckler was doing was with another receiving back in the game. Marlon Mack doesn't catch passes. So the volume, like there's a volume component that people aren't taking into effect because there's a target percentage volume that Hines is going to get that Eckler was never going to get with Melvin Gordon in the game. So I think there's a chance it levels out, with Rivers and maybe Hines is the shit.
Yeah, hopefully they can spark that out of him. And, I really don't see Rivers airing the ball out anymore. You know what I mean? With, the receiving targets he has there. Like T.Y., I do think he gets revamped a bit, but I'm going to keep T.Y. in my rankings where I have him. Like I'm not going to bump him up, any higher than I have him with Rivers there. So I'm not like too sold 100% on Rivers going there, but I do think the checkdowns and, the little dump off passes does benefit, the Mack and Hines combo.
We'll see what kind of receiver they take in the draft here. I'm so fucking pumped for this draft, dude. Oh my God. Good fucking Christ. I set it up.
So long.
We're off topic a little bit, but I set it up. I'm gonna project the draft on the side of my house. I got a big ass fucking amp that I'm gonna put the sound out. My whole neighborhood's gonna come and watch this. I told them they're not allowed in my yard. They can watch from the street, but they can put up the fucking lawn chairs. We're all gonna watch together. I'm gonna keep everybody awake that didn't watch it. But I'm pumped about it. All right,
that's gonna be sick.
Refocus. My next handcuff here is another back that I think has some standalone value. He's kind of proven it over time, but you can get him a lot later than somebody like a Kareem Hunt. He's going at the very tail end of the 9th round in redraft ADPs right now. The running back 42. That's Jamal Williams from the Green Bay Packers. Easy to forget a guy like Jamal Williams. He's very, very forgettable.
Yes, sir.
But the nice thing about Williams is he has shown that if Aaron Jones does go down again, and Jones got hurt his first year for a little bit, but he played every game last season.
Yeah.
Well, even with him in the game every game last season, Jamal Williams averaged 10.5 fantasy points per game with Jones in there every single week. That's solid flex numbers. Again, if you have a 2-3 flex spots on your roster, that's about flex worthy. You get a good matchup, you're playing him. But if Jones does go down, I think Williams is solid. There was a 61 to 35% snap share split between these two, so it's not like Williams is not getting the opportunity on the field. 12 to 8% target share. So Jamal Williams is catching passes out of the backfield, even though Aaron Jones looks like a better player. They keep giving it to him.
Yeah,
44 to 20 were the red zone touch numbers. So, even though Jones is in there all the time, 20 red zone touches on the year for Jamal Williams without Jones missing a single game. Like, he has opportunities. Opportunities continue to abound for this guy, even though nobody can understand why. Aaron Jones seems like the better player. The coaching staff knows something we don't. They keep giving him the ball, and he's doing it, and he performs fine.
Exactly.
He's a forgotten man in Green Bay, and you can have him. You can have him for cheap.
For real, you could. I just hope in the draft they don't take a running back because that makes things a little spicy. But I think Williams is forgotten a lot of times because of how Aaron Jones put up all those touchdowns last season. So there's a lot of believers that he'll try to mirror some of that, like going into this next season, which I don't think is going to happen.
Not doable, not repeatable.
No, it doesn't happen. So it's like Aaron Jones, his value, like where people are like thinking about drafting him, it's kind of like I'm a little hands off personally for my team. I'm not like looking for Aaron Jones going into this next season.
Yeah, but at the end of the 9th round, give me some Jamal Williams, baby. Fuck yeah.
So if you're a guy that's going to get Aaron Jones, it's kind of like you have to get Williams. It's kind of like a no-brainer.
Yeah. You will find yourself starting both of those guys in a given week, which is weird to say, but like there's a handful of guys that you can do that with. I think he's one of them.
Yeah, man, for real. I kind of it's going to be hard to think like when you're a guy that's taking Aaron Jones. Like, are people going to be like off the radar thinking like, oh, now we got to go get Williams. He's going to handcuff. Like I run a couple of leagues where people think like that, like how we were just explaining before, the evil geniuses, the ones that are worse than me. Like I'll take like a freaking Aaron Jones and then they're thinking like, oh, I'm going to jump up a round or two just to grab Williams because I know that's what he's going to do. So it's kind of like guys that have history of like injury or have some type of like big season that they know they're not going to mirror because the backup was injured. It's kind of like situations like that where it kind of scares me, which I don't want the headache to deal with.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Hit me with your 2. This is the guy that I wanted to take that you swiped from me. You're not going to – all right, maybe not. I don't know.
Is it Dalvin?
No.
Alvin.
Yes.
There we go. Just remove the D.
Don't ever remove the D, dude.
Remove the D.
It's very well. I mean, sometimes you do have to remove the D. You got to pull out. You a pull and pray kind of guy with your wife, or what do you guys do?
Look, I got 2 kids, man. My couch pulls out. I don't.
No shit. How old are the kids?
I got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. My son's 3.
Fuck that, dude. You're stuck in the house with those assholes?
Yes. You see the gray hair. You see the gray hair.
I'd show you my hair, but there isn't any up there.
It's coming in.
I'll take another shot for your kids.
Let's do it.
Woo! That's not a shot, bitch.
It's a shot of beer.
Oh, my God. Well, let me pause you for a sec. Can I pause you for a second? I know that you and I don't know each other super well yet. Okay. This is a budding relationship that we have here, but
yes,
in my very strong estimation, and I'm a very intelligent person, so my opinion should matter more than yours. Nobody drinks and talks about fantasy football better than I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Just nod along and agree. Why the fuck are you participating in a fantasy football beer pong tournament and I wasn't invited? Yeah, I saw you fucking tweet this out right before we started the show. I'm like, what the fuck? I love beer pong. I'm fucking great at it.
Listen, I got added to the bracket, bro.
God damn it. Real mad about this.
Listen, there's going to be another one. I'm promising you. This is going to catch some fire. This is going to be another one.
I don't want the invitation to the second one. Nobody wants to be invited.
That's going to be the big one. This is the test run to see how it goes.
Fuck you guys. You know what? I'm gonna play fucking beer pong with my kids today and fuck them up. I'll tape it. I'll send it to you, and you go watch how good I am at that shit.
Listen, Rum Boys Network. You gotta send the invite further out. You know what I mean?
Bring the people to the table.
Yeah, you got to tweet that shit. You can't DM it.
No, get out of the DMs, baby.
Yeah, man. We got the next tournament is going to be epic. I promise you. This is the test
ready.
run.
I'm ready for it.
This is the test run.
All right. Hit me with your next handcuff. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Obviously, the handcuff that I think will be the obvious, like, most safest thing to do is with Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray. Now, people are upset that Kamara didn't have the touchdowns last season because he was playing at 75%, that he was saying he was hurt, he had the leg injury, etc., and all that other stuff. Now, going into this next season, we can't, believe that he's not going to get hurt again. So when Kamara went down, injury-wise, like, Murray stepped in, and he was a top 5 running back-to-back weeks, outscoring elite guys like CMC, Barkley, Dalvin Cook, and Zeke. Back-to-back weeks, he saw 80% snap opportunity when Alvin Kamara went down with injury. Now, unfortunately, Kamara had, time to heal and, get back to basics to play at 75% with that bye week going into week 9. But he was very productive. Murray was very productive when he was on the field. He had the perfect balance between rushing and catching the ball. Every down, he made that shit count. Like, he was we've seen this before a little bit when he was with Oakland, but not so much with the Vikings because you had the overrated and annoying Jarrett McKinnon. But it's kind of like we knew Murray can be like a running back that runs hard. He's a downhill runner, and like the goal line, that's where he's like real good at. And like, I don't know, like we can think that Kamara will be healthy and this will be like a bench warmer, not needed to get drafted with Murray. But I think like they're actually noticing that Murray can take the steps. Like he scored 33 points one week, 36 points the next week. And like I would give it up to saying that the Cardinals was a bad defense, but it's still an NFL team, bro. And it's still a guy that hadn't had the starting role in like many years. And he was like falling into behind of being the afterthought behind Alvin Kamara. So Murray stepping in and showing that he could step up and be that elite guy to outscore again guys back-to-back weeks, CMC, Barkley, Dalvin Cook, and Zeke. That's something that is very, very, very impressive to me, where Murray is the clear, definite handcuff going into this next season.
Dude, he was in the 3 weeks that Kamara was out, or he came back that third week and barely played. Murray was the number 3 back over those 3 weeks. He is a fucking stud. I traded for Latavius Murray 2 weeks before Kamara got hurt, and my co-owner gave me so much shit for making the trade, and then he goes off. It was a beautiful thing. The concerns here. So the last 4 guys that we've listed are all standalone value guys. The concern here is not that Murray can't get it done when Kamara is out, because he is legit. Mark Ingram was fucking legit when Kamara was hurt. It's whoever's the running back on that team is fucking legit.
Hell yeah.
But with Kamara in the game, Murray only averaged 6.5 points, right? He's not going to be a flex guy.
Not relevant
while they're playing. So you may be wasting a roster.
I think you got a stash.
Yeah, he's a stash kind of guy for sure. Because if Kamara gets hurt, and he might, let me see if I got his likelihood on here. Yeah, he's like the 30th most likely to get hurt. I wouldn't count on it, but that's according to what the fuck does Sports Injury Predictor know? Those guys are idiots.
Yeah, they can't tell the future.
Yeah, I wanted Latavius Murray in here too. Obviously, he doesn't have a ton of standalone value with Kamara in the game. It was very disappointing the amount he was able to touch the ball after Kamara came back, because he kind of got sat down, even though he fucking went nuts.
What crazy.
It was disappointing. All right, let me hit you with my hope and a prayer guy. This is the guy that I've been drafting fucking everywhere, in every mock draft, real draft, everything. I've been trying to trade for this guy in every dynasty league that I've got. I don't know why, to be honest. I do know why. Let me tell you why. Okay. There are 2 NFL backs last season that averaged 60 snaps per game or more. There are 2 NFL backs last season that averaged 22.5 touches or more per game. And there are 2 NFL backs last season that saw 17 or more % of their team's target share in the passing game. Can you name those 2 backs, those 2 starters?
Shit.
Dude, you're embarrassing yourself in front of your thotties here. Come on.
God damn.
CMC is one of them, obviously.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about two running backs that are handcuffed 1A, 1B type situation.
No,
But go on.
CMC is one of them. The other one was Leonard Fournette. Okay, both of these guys had an insane role on their offense, on their team. If you're drafting a handcuff, and if you want a handcuff on your team, one of the things I look for is I need a guy who, if he gets the opportunity because of injury, he's stepping into a big role. Does that mean the backup is going to have the same role as like a CMC? Not necessarily, but it's certainly a role that the offense relies on. Okay, so
they're going to keep that keep that ball rolling.
The Panthers are going to be drafting a running back next week because Reggie Bonifon is not it. All right, so I don't want that piece. But Raquel Armstead is my favorite hope and a prayer handcuff in the league this year in Jacksonville. You can get him in the 14th round right now for nothing. But if he gets an opportunity, if Leonard Fournette gets hurt again, and most of Leonard Fournette's injuries are soft tissue injuries in his legs, those are the last kind you want. If Armstead gets a chance, dude, look out. I think he's going to be fucking good. He's a beast of a player too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Leonard Fournette, like, he's not going to mirror what he did last season either with the receptions. He had like 74 receptions. And I think with that going into the draft, knowing he has a soft tissue issue, I think definitely you need to handcuff whoever his backup will be. Because
Raquel Armstead, baby.
That's the worst injury to have because it's like random and it's like it can linger and then that player's not playing. Like, I don't think any NFL player plays at 100%. Like, the way I look at it, if they're playing 80 to 85%, then they're okay. They're going to be dealing with, whatever they got going on. Now, once they hit under 80%, like Alvin Kamara that we saw at 75%, it wasn't looking good at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And on top of that, like, all this stuff is in his legs. His hamstring. He had an ankle thing with wasn't soft tissue, but that's a problem as a running back. Yeah. I think Fournette's he's a likely guy to get injured, and that's a role that you want a fucking piece of.
Hell yeah. And what I did last year, like, I drafted Fournette not thinking that he'll lead me to the championship, lead me to the playoffs. Like, I drafted him investing, basically saying I have a starting running back who's going to get a ton of touches and he's going to be doing his damn thing. I got him in like the 4th round last year or something like that. Maybe a third or 4th round. Excuse me. So it didn't matter. So I was like, you know what? I got my RB1 established. He could be my RB2. He's not going to be the guy that I'm going to rely on taking me to the goal because I know he's going to get injured. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like kind of in my brain. I know he's going to get injured, but he's going to get tons of touches. So if you secure that RB1, it's like I'm okay with my RB2 being the questionnaire of injury or whatever the case may be. But I do like how you're saying we need to go ahead and handcuff Armstead. I didn't think about that at all.
Fuck no, you didn't, because you're not Dweez fucking nuts, baby. Come on.
I didn't think about that at all because that guy, that backup, whoever that may be, they will be stepping into a role where they're going to do the next man up mentality and they're going to be rolling the ball just like them.
Let me change the subject for a second. Speaking of Leonard Fournette, he come out last week and he's begging his team to pick up Cam Newton. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, like, a lot of people want Cam to go to the Patriots, but I don't know. Like, is Cam Newton even healthy? Like, are we even sure he can play? You know what I mean? Like,
2 shoulder surgeries in 2 years. Hasn't done a fucking thing on the field in a while. I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. He's mediocre at this point to me. Like, I don't know if he needs to go to Jacksonville. I kind of want Minshew to get the shot. I want him to get the opportunity to take over and be the guy there. Like, I'm really like a fan of him, just like how he plays. And like, he's like I would say a Target version of Blake Bortles, Kmart version of him. So it's like, I'll take that any day. So it's like Cam Newton to Jacksonville, like, the name sells, like it'll put, asses in those seats. And like, I'm just not a fan of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree with it. Also, if you're Mr. Mustache and you hear that your running back is begging your team to draft, like, that sucks. Like, fuck you.
That's another reason why he's not going to get those passes out the backfield.
If I'm Gardner Minshew, I take a shit in a box and nail that to Leonard Fournette. I mean, like, that's how you respond.
Especially going public with that. Like, it's another dynamic of going public with it. It's like, dude, you don't care that everybody sees this and build their own narrative on it? Like, what the hell?
Fuck you.
That's basically what he's saying. Fuck you.
Yep. Yep. All right, who's your last guy here? Is it better than Ryquell Armstead? I doubt it.
Last guy is Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
Now this one, let me start off with this and asking you: are you buying Dalvin Cook this year?
Am I buying Dalvin?
Yeah. Are you buying Dalvin?
Yes, I am buying
First
Dalvin.
round. First round.
Yeah.
Early
I bought
round,
Dalvin Cook. I think I had the 7th or 8th pick in my home league last year, and I took Dalvin Cook there in a redraft. I liked him last year, and I like him more now. Fuck, Diggs is out of town. The team just came out and said, or Kirk Cousins did, look, they like running the power scheme. That's why they went out and signed a new fullback to the team this year. Like, come on.
Yep. The thing is, though, he hasn't had a full season yet, and like I said, like the first round, it doesn't make or break you, but like I just wouldn't feel comfortable investing in a guy that I know for a fact, for sure, is going to miss games. And Alexander Madison had 100 attempts last year, which isn't like, crazy wild off the stats, but he averaged 4.6 yards per carry. Dalvin Cook only 4.5. That's not something to be balancing, 0.1 before, but it's like he hasn't shown up in the playoffs at all, at all. I haven't seen Dalvin Cook spark up and bring anybody to the championship and bring home the gold. It's the point of you're drafting this guy like early first round, and he's going to get hurt. I'm not that guy that wants to invest in that. But if you are that guy who's going to invest in Dalvin Cook, you need to go get Alexander Madison for the simple fact he's going to be very productive in that power offense with Diggs out. He's going to get the pass catching ability that he's going to develop somewhere. But it's like you have to understand a lot of moving pieces are in that offense to where Alexander's going to get the step up role if Cook goes down. But again, a lot of owners aren't like how I think, where they're going to put that investment in Dalvin Cook in the first round and then go ahead and grab Alexander Madison at a higher little bit of round of the 8 ADP he's at for just to get that insurance on him. So, again, you said you're buying Dalvin Cook. Are you buying him just because what he gets you the first 10 weeks? Or are you buying him for the longevity throughout the whole season?
I'm buying him for the longevity. I bought him last year and he was fine. Like, was he great? He was whatever, but he finished well. He had a great start to the season, but he was good all year. Let me pour another shot. Look, but you're not wrong about Alexander Madison. He's probably the premier handcuff people are talking about right now, and they should be. You're not wrong also that he's got some standalone value, even if Cook doesn't go out. 49-27. That was a red zone touch count last year between these two guys.
Yes,
in
sir.
7 of the 13 games that Alexander Madison played in, because he got hurt, in the last 3 games. But in seven of those 13 games, he had at least 8 touches, which if your starter is in the game and you're still getting 8 touches, that's solid. 4 of his last 8 games, over 60 total yards. That's good. Like he's a player. And he's going to have some
standalone. They drafted him knowing he has that ability to be the guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they didn't draft him just to fill a body. You know what I mean? Like he has the talent. And like Cook, he's on a contract year, isn't he? Like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that.
I think he's on a contract year, and I think he's like threatening. Like there's a trend right now where all these running backs are holding out. I could see him holding out. You know what I mean? And that, don't get me wrong. I think he's going to have probably the best year this year. So with that investment of getting him in the first round earlier, wherever you get him, I think it's going to be good up to a point. You know what I mean? He's going to get hurt. It's going to happen. He had chest issues. He had the ACL the first season. Let's chalk that up. We're over that. He missed a bunch of games. But those first 2 years, he only had, 14 games total that he played in the first 2 years. So it's not like I want to invest in a guy that I know that has those injuries, that has that history that high in the draft. But again, this is for handcuffs, the content. We're going to say, if you're going to be that guy to get Cook, just go ahead and grab Alexander Madison. You have to. It's a no-brainer there.
Another situation where you might even be playing both of these guys in a single game, depending on, on heavy bye weeks, or if you got a fucking matchup. Let me take a shot here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that one didn't taste as good as the other ones did. They get worse as the night goes on, which I think is backwards. Question for you. 3 of the guys that we named are all going in the same round in ADP right now. Alexander Madison is going at the 903, Latavius Murray at the 910, Jamal Williams at the 912. They're all in the 9th round. So if you're sitting in the 9th round, let's say you're not the Dalvin Cook owner, but you're going to take one of these 3 guys there in the 9th round, which is a great round to take a handcuff back that could have standalone value. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Which one of those 3 guys are you taking?
Madison,
regardless of team build, whatever.
I'm taking Madison.
Okay.
No hesitation. For the simple fact, like I said, I mentioned with Kamara getting injured with Murray, it's like that's not a definite. You know what I mean? It's not a definite that Kamara will get hurt, but we know he's a good stash. He's a guy that's going to produce when he's on the field. Now with Madison, it's a for sure thing that Cook is going to get hurt.
Pretty much. Yep.
But with Williams, I got to think about that's attractive. That's an attractive pick there.
I might still take Jamal Williams there just because I know that even with Jones on the field, he's going to put up flex-worthy numbers week in and week out.
Yeah, he's still productive. And the thing is, it's a very like what gets me sometimes, I get caught up in a loop. I'm not perfect. I'm not some type of fantasy guru. I get caught up in the big names as well and the big offenses as well. So it's kind of like when I think about it, I'm like, damn, Madison or Jamal Williams. He has Aaron Rodgers. He has Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins is a lot of mid. He's not that great guy. So he's going to be dumping off. He's going to be throwing the short passes. My running back is going to eat. So with Aaron Rodgers, he has D. Adams. He's hitting everything on the route tree. So I don't think he's going to be too worried about his running backs dumping off check downs. Like I kind of feel like Aaron Rodgers hates screens. Like I feel like he just hates them. Like
he wants to go. He wants to go down the field.
Like he's not selling it really. He's just like.
Always wants to go down the field. Always.
Yeah, like he wants to air it out. So going into this next season, like you said, if I was in that 9th round, like I would double think about Williams. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna ride with Madison.
I like it. He's younger too. People like young guys.
There you go.
Which hurts my stock in the world because I'm not a young man anymore. So would you sing for me Alexander Madison's name? If I said to you, like, what's your name, man? You'd say
Alexander Madison.
That's not at all how it goes. Have you ever seen Hamilton? You don't know what that is?
No.
What?
I live in Hamilton.
What the fuck, man? You gotta watch. You gotta get cultured, man. Hamilton's the biggest musical ever.
Listen, I went to school with a kid named Jonathan Hamilton. Shout out to you. He went to Harvard. I wonder what he's doing right now. So if you come across this video, what's up?
You know what he's doing right now? I'll tell you what he's fucking doing right now. He's sitting in his goddamn home waiting for somebody to tell him he can leave, just like the rest of us, jerking off as many times a day as he can sneak off to do. Fucking Christ. That's all we're all doing,
kites, bro. Right now. Maybe he's flying kites.
He could be, but he ain't flying kites like I'm fucking flying kites, okay? 2 in 1. That's kite flying, baby.
There's the novice way, and then there's the pro athlete way. Freak athlete.
And then after that, there's the dweeb's motherfucking nuts way, okay? God damn
Legendary.
it. That's what I hear.
Oh, my God. We got some good shit today, I'll tell you that. I got a little buzz.
I think we did.
Feeling good. I think I got another beer in the fridge over there.
Hey, the next time we do this together, whether it's on your show or mine, please bring a bottle of booze and take shots like a man.
Listen, I'm gonna show you why I can't take shots right now. Hold up.
You're gonna hold up your fucking 1-year-old? Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, thotties, how you doing?
Meanwhile, I'm empty right now, bro.
Ooh, are you shooting Cuervo 1800? I see a little bit in there. Hold it over your mouth.
Take that.
Open the top of it. Hold it open your mouth and pour it in. Let's watch.
It's for you guys.
Fuck. That's how I know you're under 30. You're fucking taking tequila from the bottle.
Ooh. Tequila is my main bitch.
Yeah. Last time, the true story. The last time I shot tequila, I woke up naked in a bed with my brother and my father. All 3 of us were butt ass naked. I don't know how we got there. It was a full-size bed. It was wildly uncomfortable. Thankfully, I had some mad whiskey dick. I didn't have to worry about like poking anybody. I didn't get poked. It was incredible. But I don't shoot tequila these days.
Sir, we have different experiences with tequila.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I think it's a generational thing.
And I just like good vibes. That's all.
Good
It
vibes
puts
are
them in that
solid.
level
Yeah,
of happiness.
yeah, solid. All right, that's your handcuff show, right? We done? We
Yeah.
good?
I think we got some good quality shit, man.
The only kind of shit I fucking put out is good quality shit.
Good quality premium shit.
Go ask your boys at in Fantasy in Session. You like them?
Yeah, those are my boys. I actually reached out to them like when they first started. I was watching a couple of their stuff. I was like a fan of it, and then we actually linked up again later about like connecting, joining, and like doing something together.
Yeah, I love the fantasy Twitter community. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really like we're all like brothers, and like Facebook, it's a weird community over there. To be honest,
I don't think you're allowed to say we're brothers. I'm white.
Damn.
Very white. Hey,
I'll think of another word.
Regardless the color of our skin, there's one thing that you and I can always agree on, okay? And that's Amari Cooper's garbage.
Turd sandwich.
Just the worst. Here's my favorite Amari Cooper stat. Can I give it to you?
Yeah.
The last time Amari Cooper finished inside the top 20 at his position 3 weeks in a row, any guesses? Don't bother. You'll embarrass yourself. It was weeks 2, 3, and 4 of his rookie season. Yeah. He's a piece of shit. Like he is not fucking wide receiver one. He's been drafted there forever, but he's not that. I love your take on Amari Cooper.
Turd fucking sandwich. I don't want it. I'm not buying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm good love. Enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know that I love Michael Gallup as much as you do, though.
Hey, watch out.
He drops the ball too much.
He drops the ball. Yes, I know. In clutch situations, he lacks the clutchness, but he'll get it right. All right.
I hope so. He's on my dynasty team. One of them. I hope he does.
He'll get it right. I'm telling you. Like, I don't think you heard. Well, you might have. I said in the episode, like 6 targets, less than Cooper. Dak is looking for him, bro. Dak wants him.
His rookie season. So we went out and got him after his rookie season because on all these 25-yard sideline passes into the end zone, every time it was Gallup. Every time you want it, but Gallup couldn't come down with it. Sophomore season, he kept throwing them. Same kind of fucking pass. I just assumed he'd start catching them. Maybe he's got bad hands. Where'd he come out of?
Like, I'm starting to think that it's the jitters. He can't be the guy. He can't be the wide receiver one for Dallas. He needs to be, the guy that plays his role. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't play football. I play soccer. I'm a huge soccer fan. Like, soccer's my first sport. I love it. Glory, glory, Manchester United, people.
I don't know.
Anyway, don't worry about it. But anyway, I feel like, I don't know, because like when you're in a big game and like that playoff game that Rex Ryan was talking about against the Eagles, he dropped that shit in the end zone. But why wasn't Cooper there? Why wasn't he trying to get back on the field? Why wasn't he the guy to be the guy that catches that in the end zone? Like, you just paid him $100 million, so you're paying him to, hey, wake up, you're the guy here. You're going to be the wide receiver one. We need you in the big moments. We need you in the playoff games. We need you to do this. And like, you put that weight on Gallup? Like,
Third sandwich. Third sandwich.
Third, bro.
My dad has a saying about the game of soccer. He has ingrained in me that soccer is a third world communist sport, and I was to have nothing to do with it.
It's the world's most popular sport, man.
That's because most of the world is poor as fuck, okay?
All right, but listen, it's a beautiful sport. It's the most beautiful thing you will ever watch.
The Cave of Excellence has been coaching youth soccer for the last 10 years. Like, I can't complain. She's a soccer player too.
There you go. There you go. You married one. See?
I give her a lot of shit. I plug my dick right into her ass, and then I start talking about it, and she tries to run away, but she can't because like I'm in her from the back end. She can't reach around to hit me. It's just a thing we do.
Oh my God. This is great.
Yeah, it's good.
This is great content, bro.
Yeah, you better put that explicit tag on your fucking.
It's going on there. It's gonna go right big on the thumbnail, bro. It's going there. Trust me.
I say let the kids listen. All right, let the kids listen. Who cares?
Listen, my audience, like my retention is between 18 and 24, so I think they're good.
Perfect.
They're good.
Babies.
They're good. Yeah, they're fine. They've said worse. Put it like that.
Well, that feels like a challenge for the next time I'm on. I'm gonna prep some stuff.
Yeah, jot some notes.
I'm
some
gonna say the
ideas.
dirtiest. I'm gonna say the dirtiest fucking thing you've ever heard. I'm gonna see if I can't get those cheeks to turn red.
So when I when I go to upload, I got to put not for kids this time, right?
Yo, no, you don't. Leave it. Let it be a surprise. Can you tag it with like homeschool content for the
Homeschool, COVID-19 activities.
It's fine. It's fine.
No.
They need to hear it
somewhere. Bring that down ASAP. I feel like YouTube has like this big ass fucking fat dude sitting in a room just on a computer, just scrolling through everybody's fucking content. Delete.
No. That's
Bro,
a great
they
job.
deleted my shit for some stupid ass fucking like I had a song playing in the background. It was very low. It was like background music.
Copyright infringement. Wait. Big question though. What was the song?
It was Drake Draft Day.
I don't know what that means. I'm
Drake.
too old, too
Drake
white, too Midwestern. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who the fuck Aubrey Graham is?
Huh?
Drake from Degrassi, from Canada.
Okay.
Oh my!
I know where Canada is. I've been to Canada. I don't look at dude. I'm a fucking 40-year-old white man living in Michigan. Like I don't know popular culture.
To Canada, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't that close to Canada?
Yeah, it's real close to Canada.
Oh my god! So how the fuck you don't know who Drake is?
Avril Lavigne is from Canada.
Oh my god, we're done here. Fucking skater boy. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I can't tell you how many times I jerked off to that album cover, though. God damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Those are good old days.
One up, people.
There's a good old days. God.
Jesus Christ.
I will drink to that.
Yeah, you got it. Damn, we're about to pass that hour mark. This might be like one of my longest videos.
Yeah, it's for your fucking guy who has a long commute. Not that he's going to work.
He's getting some good quality content right now.
Let me ask you this question. LQ, is that what you want me to call you? LQ? That's what you call yourself.
LQ's fine.
LQ, let me ask you this question. Okay, as a young man, you probably remember the first time you ever jerked off, right? What was the material that you used for that?
Jet magazine.
What like who were you just a random model?
A random bikini model.
All right. So mine was the Amy Grant album cover from her mall tour in 1991. How old were you?
Shit. I'm 28. I was born in 91, bro.
Yes. I was 10 years old in 91, and I was jerking off to Amy Grant and her fucking Jesus album cover. Yeah.
That's some quality shit.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh,
you got to remember the important moments in your life is what I'm saying.
Hell yeah, bro. You got to remember those and cherish them.
I cherish every time I jerk off. I cherish it.
Do you like candles and play some mood music?
Always. Yes. Alexa is in my bathroom. Okay. I say, I walk in the bathroom, I dim the lights, I say, Alexa, and she says, oh God, not again. Every time.
Oh my God. This was some great shit, bro. I want on definitely again.
I try to tell everybody in that group that I'm a great fucking guest, right?
Oh my God, you're awesome. I'm gonna hit that chat. I'm gonna say the best guest I ever had.
Yes, do it. Do it. Yeah, we'll do this again, man. We'll do more fantasy stuff and no, we won't. Fuck. We'll talk about whatever the fuck comes to mind.
Yeah, we'll just talk about whatever. This is gonna become its own podcast in itself.
Oh, talk about beyond the fucking game or whatever you call your shit.
Hell yeah, let's do it, bro. I definitely want to have you on again, bro. This was fucking awesome.
Hey, it was fun. It was a fun time. It was a nice distraction from my god awful family.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, bro. I'll hit you up.
We'll talk later, brother. Have a good one.
All right, man. See you.